Hey guys, it is Sunday, July 19th, 2020. I'm a little bit tired tonight, so this isn't going to be that long. But I do want to. Last night I posted a bar graph that I found buried in someone's Twitter account on a small conservative news website. And it had to do with some CDC numbers dealing with the COVID death rate. And it was a little bar graph, real easy to read. And it basically showed the last 12 weeks, the amount of COVID deaths per week, COVID-related deaths. And it showed from April the 18th, I think it was, to current July 11th. And basically it went from around 17 to 18,000, I think it was 17,000 deaths the first on April the 18th, and then it dropped to about 15,000 and consistently dropped all the way down to July 11th, where it was around 1,100. And every week it seemed like a 30 to 40% drop, if not more, which I thought was real interesting because the cases are a big deal, the amount of COVID cases, and I think we're making too big a deal out of the cases when really what we should be concerned about is the amount of people that die from it. It's kind of like the flu. It's okay if you get the flu, if you shake it a week or two later, nobody's going to care, that you're in bed for 2 weeks shaking the flu. But if you die from it, that's a whole nother story. So the deaths were important to me when I was reading this, and so and also there's a correlating bar graph dealing with PIC, which stood for pneumonia, influenza, and COVID-related deaths. And it also took the same trend, which I was amazed at the disparity, the difference between COVID and pneumonia and influenza deaths. It was COVID deaths were about 80%, it seemed, of all the totals, which is going to make me do some more studying about maybe numbers from years past as far as influenza and pneumonia go. I'm just wondering how many of those cases are being used for COVID numbers, because I feel like this whole thing is definitely a political ploy. There are definitely people dying from it or dying because of it, but there are a lot of people who are being written off as COVID deaths that are not. They just happen to have it in their system when they die. It may be a contributing factor, but so is the fact they're overweight, or may have they may be 80 years old, or may have diabetes or whatever. COVID may have contributed, but there's a lot of other contributing factors. So there's an interesting bar graph that I can't hold up right now. You're welcome to go to my Facebook page and look at it. It's very hard to find on the CDC website. A lot of things are hard to find on there because they like to use lingo like rates per 100,000 and percent of. They use a lot of percentages. They don't use raw numbers because I think they know if they use raw numbers, they can't divert from the truth as easy. And when you look at raw numbers, it's real easy to see that this is trending downward. We're getting out of this thing. The numbers for cases are skyrocketing, and we all know the reasons for that. They've got a testing facility at every nook and cranny, everywhere you turn. I don't care if the whole population tests positive. It is what it is. I mean, everybody gets a common cold, or everybody gets affected by sinus infections or seasonal allergies, or even the flu. Everybody's going to get something. And if this is something everybody gets, and the death rates stay as low as what they really are, which I'm talking a fourth of what the flu death rate is, sure. I mean, it's okay. We'll find a vaccine, and for those that want to take it, can take it. For those that don't, they don't. Same way with the flu. I've never had the flu vaccine that I know of. Never had the flu. So anyway, y'all pay attention to the numbers. Go to the CDC website and take it with a grain of salt, and then go do some research of your own on some of the other websites to see how the numbers match up. It help me, help you, help us figure this thing out and make sure that we're these scientists and professionals and experts are not concealing the truth. You guys have a great night. I know this is maybe not what you're looking for as far as boring stats and stuff, but it is a part of why we are struggling as a nation now, and one reason why I'm doing this video. I wouldn't be doing it if not for COVID. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow and Monday. Let's kick it off right. Bye.